Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I have another monthly kit smackdown to share with you. So if you've never seen one of these videos, basically for the last few months I've been testing out different monthly view kits that come from different Etsy shops. I've done several videos in the series so far. I will link to them all down below, and I'm doing a couple for November as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. And what I do in those videos is basically I just try to tell you guys my thoughts on the format of the monthly kit, whether I think it's functional for me, kind of my opinion, whether I'd buy it again, that sort of thing. So the kit I'm going to be, quote, testing today is the My Newest Addiction monthly kit. It's this beautiful kit that we are going to go ahead and get started. And I'll, of course, kind of wrap up my thoughts, including discussion of price and all of that at the end of the video. But for now, let's get into planning. So as you can see, this is the first of the monthly spreads that I am filming this month. So all my little sticky notes are there. And I'm also doing this in my new Erin Condren, which is kind of exciting. The first monthly spread I've done in the neutral planner. So very excited about that. And just putting these top bar things down. The days of the week are connected. And I know this is not something I personally care about, but I know some people don't like when it says the year so that they can't use it in a future year instead. So just a note on that. So put those down. For the holidays, she has these little strips. So I'm actually gonna put those down right away before I forget. I don't know if I wanna do it like at the top. I guess not at the top because she has date dots. So I don't want to cover those. A lot of events this month. Election Day, thank God. Who is excited for, I mean, yeah, anyway. But I'm gonna put all these down first. So all of that is down. Next, I wanna go ahead and do the sidebar. So the way she does her sidebar, she has headers, like it's a stackable sidebar with monthly goals at the top and then two smaller lists that you can use a variety. She has a couple of headers that you can choose from for that. And that did not go down that straight. And so I think I'm going to do, so I have monthly goals. I think I'm going to do important. And I'll do the pink. And then I think I'll do, I don't feel like I need the to do. Maybe I'll just do the remember. And that can kind of be, sometimes I like to track the books I'm reading, although I have been so bad about reading lately. I get very motion sick on my commute, and so I'm not getting as much reading done as I thought I would on the commute, and because I have less time at home, I'm not doing as much reading at home either, so not good. And so that is the sidebar. Now we get to fill in all of these events. So for her events, it's interesting. She actually has some that are like pre-filled in, which is kind of cute. And then she has some plain ones, and you can use these little circle icons or but they're not really icons, they're just kind of decorative. So, and then we have two little date covers. So I think I'm gonna go through, she has these bill dues first. I think I'm gonna put all those down first. Actually, I think I might write all them down first because it's just a little easier to write on here than it is on the, like against the coil. Okay, so we have all of our bills down. This is still looking like quite the mess. So I think I'm gonna do payday next. So she doesn't have any like payday flags, but she does have these dollar signs. So I'm just gonna take those and write it in. Okay, so paydays are done. Next, I do have quite a few birthdays in November. Guys, we just had a sticker disaster. I got some wetness on here. I was drinking some water, but you actually can barely even tell because it's already kind of that pattern, but those dots are from me, not the kit. Oh my gosh, oops. But okay, we're gonna move on. Next, I want to do birthdays. I have quite a few birthdays this month, and I realized there's one more I totally forgot to put in too. So we have 3 birthday cakes, and then I think I'll just use the hearts too, because, you know, that works. Okay, and so next I'm gonna just keep going with kind of the appointments. Those are on like the orange flags. I do have a few like days off that I marked down, and I don't feel like I need to mark down Black Friday because it's already kind of marked, but I am taking Veterans Day off even though I don't normally get it off because I have family visiting, and then I actually have a doctor's appointment in the morning, but I don't know how to mark a day off like in this kit, so I might just not do it. I guess I could do something with the circles maybe. We will see. But let me put the doctor's appointment in. What do you guys think these are for? These icons? I think I might use it for a doctor's appointment because it's like has a clock and it's like an appointment. But I don't know. What do you think? Is it like a blog post? I can't tell with the document, but okay, now I'm just going in and marking down like a happy hour. I do have a few other tentative social plans, but since they're not firm, I'm gonna go ahead and not put them in. And so then I need to mark down that my mom and stepdad are visiting. They're only here for one night. It's kind of while they're traveling on the way to somewhere else. But normally I'd still use like a strip across those 2 days, even though I guess I'm not traveling, but just to kind of block them out. But we don't have that option here. So I think I'm going to, I guess, use these houses and maybe kind of put them right in a row. And kind of separate them from the reminders to more visually block the day. I'm having a little bit of a hard time with spacing these. Like, I think sometimes I'm having to layer them over each other a little to like make sure they fit in the box. Like otherwise, like I've had a few, like all of these, I've had a hard time making sure it doesn't run over onto the sidebar. But that's okay. And then I need to do something, mark another reminder up there. Okay, and then all that's left is marking down my football games, not my football games, the Bills football games. And she does have obviously a lot more labels, but I think just for some variety, because it's looking very label heavy, I might like, I was thinking about trying to use these somehow. Maybe, let's see. I'm gonna shift you guys so this is more in the middle for me. So let's see if we did something like, what if we like did that and then just wrote it like here? I don't love it and I don't hate it, so we're gonna stick with it. I just like having a little bit of visual interest in terms of not like, some other kits come with like payday flags or day off flags, and I like that like visual variety as opposed to having everything be in like stackable little lists here. But but I do like how many she included, so that was nice. So definitely wouldn't have run out of that. Okay, and then the last two things here, I just have these date covers, and she doesn't really have anything to cover the days that aren't in the month, so I'm just gonna put it like on each side of that, if that makes sense. So kind of put one on the 31st to show like when the month visually begins, and then put one on the 1st of December. Okay, and then finally I just need to do these date dots. Okay guys, so we have all of that down. It looks really pretty. The date dots are really nice. And so let me show you what I have left in the kit before I get into my opinions. Pretty much use that entire sheet up, just that one little dot left. Have a lot left here in terms of the blank strips and these colorful kind of dots, and then have several event stickers and then the blank ones still left as well. So overall, my take, what did I like about this kit? I loved how many event stickers she had. That's always one thing I really look for in a monthly kit. I have a lot of things going on every month, so I want to be able to put everything and more in the event stickers. So I loved that. I also liked how she had some of them kind of pre-combined. I really thought that was a neat kind of concept. Most people do these blank ones and then round icon stickers, but I thought this looked really nice and almost like more streamlined, and so I liked that a lot. I almost wish she had more of those, like maybe, I don't know, happy hour and wedding and more birthdays and some more of those, as opposed to just having all the blank ones. That would have been my preference, but I really liked that. I liked that she had a stackable sidebar that you could kind of design your own headers with. That is just my preference. I liked that a lot. And I also just really, this is just a really pretty kit. It's just visually, like, I just think this is so beautiful. I don't know if she does her own designs or not, but I love the maroons and the pinks, and I loved that this was very fall feeling without being like overkill Thanksgiving, or I don't know. I just really liked this visually. This was super pretty. So the things that I thought this kit were missing were, the main thing that I really would like to see is I really like when they have date covers for the days that are not in the month. So that is something that just actually just visually helps me when I'm looking at my month to like really see, okay, what's in the month and what's coming up. So I just like having them there, and I just think it looks nice too. So I definitely was missing those in this month, or in this kit. Number 2 is the vacation strip stickers. Not every shop includes those, but I just like to have them. I'm not doing any long trips this month. We'll probably do a meal with the family on Thanksgiving. Actually, I should probably put that in. But anyway, and then I have people, like I have family visiting, but I still just like to have them. Like I would have used them if they were, like if I had them available for that. And I just think that it really, like, if you do actually have a longer trip, it's a really nice way to kind of visually block out. So that was missing for me. And again, all of this is personal preference, so, you know, take everything with a grain of salt. But one thing that I would probably prefer to see is that for holidays, I do like when shops do like a big box for days that are going to be off work, like a Thanksgiving. And I get that if you're Canadian, that you wouldn't want that. So, you know, it's probably a good thing that you have the strip. So totally, you know, different opinions for different people. But for me, since like Thanksgiving is a day off work and like nobody does anything that day, I would have preferred it to be like I guess I could have layered one of these and then done that, but I did want to use these to block out the month. And then finally, again, a personal preference thing, but I do like when kits have a variety of event stickers and some sort of flag. I just like the kind of the interest of that, and I just think it adds a little bit of dimension to the spread. I was not such a big fan of these like round, like flower stickers. To me, they don't really serve like an icon. Like I wouldn't have layered one like this. Like I think that just would look weird because it's like a flower on flower and it wouldn't really mean anything. So I would rather these be icons that you could use kind of like she has for the event stickers that are like dollar signs or whatever, or just like not have them. So, and use the space for something else. I just didn't find these that I tried to use them like this, but I'd rather they be flags or something because I think the circles look a little weird. So I don't really know what she had envisioned you using those for. Maybe I'm just like not creative enough, but. So how does this stack up price-wise? This is $12 for a 3-page matte kit. So it's fairly in line with other shops. I think for my money, I think I've found that I, in general, prefer the 4-page monthly kits. You just get more. That's how you're going to be able to get the date covers for the days that aren't in the month, and the vacation strips and all of that tend to come in a 4-page kit. So for functionality, I'd rather spend a couple more bucks and get a 4-page kit. And this is matte. I do believe she has a semi-gloss option that might have been more expensive as well. So if you got that, it might be on the slightly pricier side of monthly kits. I think this is a good option for how I like to plan in my monthly spread. It is not a great option. So definitely, for sure, a beautiful kit. If you are more of a streamlined planner and you really want a lot of event stickers, this might, and like still I want some beautiful florals or something like that, this definitely could be a good option for you. For me, I'm probably gonna continue to look for something that has a few of those things I mentioned. So that is my take on the My Newest Addiction monthly kit. Let me know down below if you have tried out her kit and what you thought, and if there's anything that I missed in terms of the functionality, or if you had a better idea for how to use those dots. Let me know. Interested to hear. So thank you guys as always for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to see the rest of the monthly spreads I'm doing for the month of November in my monthly kit SmackDown series. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.